Good morning, it's day 40 now. We spent the campsite at the campground in Nelson. So we're just leaving Nelson now. Yesterday Yesterday was a decent day, and I'm gonna continue the report a little bit later. Okay, maybe I can talk now. Just came up a huge hill, so any kind of shower is gone now. For sure, we are just like 15 minutes or so into the ride. Get the hill over right away, right? Here's the view. We were down at the lake level. Here's the valley. So today is riding the side road, and the other half of the day unfortunately on 3A, which hopefully is gonna be okay. 3A is what I was riding yesterday from the ferry. So after the descent from the pass, which was pretty tough because it was very steep, up to 14% decline. And I have rim brakes. I don't know if disc brakes would be any different, but I don't have any motor brakes or anything. So the rims were getting really hard from all the braking. So I needed to take brakes. And in order to accelerate the brakes, I dumped water on them, as you saw in the video. So that helped quite a bit to get down there in a reasonable time. Yeah, at the end, it wasn't the brakes that was giving me problems, it was my hands, just always the same position, always on the brakes. It's pretty tough on you. So once I got past on the pass, I rode over to the ferry. There I got to experience pedaling again. That was interesting. Took the ferry across, beautiful free ferry, rode A3. It was good that it was, I was mentioning about that already. The traffic was okay, I guess. Morning. Yeah, the good part is it's in the weekday. I think that cut down on the traffic. So now here I'm on the side road. Finally it became a little bit quieter here. This side road has only the disadvantage of having hills again. 500 more feet, I think. I was really tired yesterday and today, so I didn't get off until 9 o'clock, which is pretty late for me. And what's happening today and the rest of the week is it's getting hot. It's already 72 degrees. It's gonna go into the 90s in the next few days. So tough. Today, as mentioned, was the Castle Bridge or so. I go get a loaf of bread there, and otherwise I should be fine, I think. Water would be good too. And then I hit the rail trail. I plan on staying overnight on the rail trail. They have some shelters or something. There might be some water creeks along the way. I hope I can supply on that enough. Yeah, that's the plan here. See you down this road or up this road. Yeah, with these views, it's actually kind of nice to ride these roads. I don't mind the hills actually. It's kind of fun. Drop my safety vest just because it gets too hot. So see you on the other side. Wow! Woo! That's a cool railroad. Let's get paying for it. Talk about the scary bridge here. The view is nice. Beep, beep, beep.
Take the next slight right.
Oofda. Hello. Yes.
That's amazing. Are you going to the rail trail?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Are you heading all the way to Christina Lake?
Yes, all the way to Vancouver.
Wow.
And then Alaska, and then
No,
and then where?
Vancouver, that's it.
That's so amazing.
Where did you start?
Iowa.
Wow,
Really?
Mhm.
Wow.
beautiful.
Where-
I did the rail trail. You're gonna go through that tunnel.
Yeah, the Bulldog tunnel.
Bulldog
Yeah.
tunnel.
Really cool. It's gonna
Very
be totally dark.
Yeah, sounds good because it's gonna be
Slowly.
hot here in
And
the
there will
next
be a
days.
little tiny hole, and you'll be like, there's the other end. And then, did you do Scatterbo Reach?
No, I did not.
No, you did roads coming in, or
This morning I came from Nelson.
from Nelson. So all highway.
Before that, not all highway. There was some
Did you do
side
Great Creek
road.
Pass?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
That's a big one
Yep.
too. Yeah.
Through the ferry,
Hmm.
The ferry.
North Shore,
Yeah.
Nelson.
Wow.
Incredible.
That is incredible.
Are you gonna do the rail grade now for a while?
Yes,
Camp on the
as
Paulson
much as I can.
somewhere. Yeah.
That's the plan.
Yeah, it'll be nice and cool higher up.
Oh, I've done the rail trail from here all the way to Penticton,
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
but in like 3 different summers, a couple days at a time.
Okay.
And did a section of rail trail and then came back on another road or over a pass or something, and I loved
Yeah,
it.
cool.
It's the nicest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of sad that the last part is broken.
Yeah, you'll have to.
Washed out, yeah.
Yeah.
You'll
yeah,
have to
there's a
abort
washout
at some
the
point.
other end. And some parts it used to be a rail trail and now they've been logging. It's a little bit more of a road. But anyways, you can still pass through, and most dirt bikes and ATVers are very respectful to mountain cyclists and stuff.
Where are
Yeah.
you from?
Originally from Germany,
Oh,
but I live in Iowa now.
okay.
That's why I came.
Yeah.
Started there.
Awesome.
So impressive. That's really amazing. Well, I wish you all the best. I wish I had like beers or snacks, but I'm sure you just restocked while we
Yeah,
were
I have plenty of stuff.
You don't need any more.
Loaded.
Yes,
loaded.
exactly.
Have a great time.
Okay,
Have
yeah,
an
thank you.
amazing trip.
Thanks.
Okay.
Take the next slight right. Now take a slight right onto Arrow Lakes Drive.
Starting on the hill always tough. So we're gonna go on roads a while because the railroad tracks here are still used, and eventually we'll get to the
Follow
trail.
this way for 0.47 miles.
Wow, that's a huge factory doing lumber stuff. Crazy. This is not where we go. I think this is where we go.
Follow this way for 8.24 miles.
GPS says we are on the right way. Curious if they use the river to drift the lumber down the river. These ones definitely look washed. Well, there's a little house out on the water. Cute. Yeah, definitely lumber. Private, I'm not sovereign, the private industrial, you know, the private owners are so risk. I think that's the right thing. Kung says it's the right thing. Didn't say keep out. Just a whole lot of legalese on that sign. There's a car. That looks like a trailhead. That looks good. Wow, look at the lumber in the water. Cool. Let's see if we can peek there a bit more. Wow. So yeah, it looks like the sent down lumber from the river. Muster location. There's your Muster house. That looks good. From sternwheelers to bridges. In 1896, the Canadian Pacific Railway purchased the Columbia Cuchenary Steam Navigation Company and started shipping freight and passenger by sternwheeler. 2 years later, they bought the Columbian and Western Rail Line from Robertson West on south shore of the Columbian to the smelter a trail. The $860,000 purchase included the smelter and the rights to develop the rail west into the boundary region. CPR immediately upgraded the rail line to standard gauge and started barging trains from Robertson to the north shore of Columbian River to Robertson West to bring ore to the trail smelter. Trail is a town, by the way. The CPR then extended the C&W Railway west from Castlegear to Grand Forks in 1899. Midway in 1900, This served the mineral-rich boundary region and cement Castlegear as transportation hub for southern BC. In 1902, the CPR was fed up with the challenges of barging trains across the river. Low water levels in the summer and ice in the winter made this process unreliable, so the CPR built the train bridge that still stands today. A swing bridge that was only ever opened once. The bridge in place, Robinson, was no longer used as a rail terminus, and a grand station was built in Castlegear. The train station burned in 1906 and was replaced with the current station, now a museum. And here we have the map. Let's take a picture of that. So we're on the trail now, and you can see the wood here. That's pretty cool. It's like they take lumber and circle them together so they have batches of lumber. And it's like it stretches here quite a few ways. Pretty neat, pretty neat. I just missed that recording for you, but under the gravel I saw there a railroad track. So maybe they just put like gravel on top of the railroad track. Wow, this looks awesome. Definitely picture time. This looks also awesome. Look at those raspberries here. Look delicious. But this is gravel road, has been driven on a few times. Maybe the further one back there would be fine. But I think it's pretty dusty here. Even the back ones. A car passed me and the dust just lingers in the air for a long time, since there's no wind. So yeah, I was taking my time to start again, so the car is gone. Long time. Talked to somebody that exited it and he was saying it's not too much traffic here, so hope that's good, because it's pretty dusty. See you up this way, trail. Woohoo! Awesome. Could be a little bit cooler, but it's awesome. Whee! Wow! We're high up. This bridge is awesome because we don't have to go up and down. Woohoo! Awesome bridge. Very awesome. Shields shelter. I'm gonna take a small rest here and explore this shelter here. So I saw some foundation right here. So let's explore this here. Wow, that's definitely a house. Here was the entrance, basement. Yeah, looks cool. Definitely a nice small little house here. Let's go over to the shelter and check that out. Look at the berries here. Kind of a, yeah, they look delicious. Here's some old pictures of the railroad. Gonna skip reading that part. Here's the Shields Landing though. Misnamed after the Emperor Jim Shields. Shields Landing functioned as a supply center for the railway construction in that vicinity, as well as a base for engineering services for the segment between West Robertson and Bulldog Tunnel. Horses were used to haul supplies to the railbed from the landing. After completing of the construction, the landing proximity to the operating railway supported its continuing existence. Shield Station provided a trailhead to trap lines and prospects in Upper Blueberry and Sheep Creeks. It also supported a logging operation for Greenwood and Saw Mill and offered convenient access to lakeside residents or summer homes. Pictures are pretty cool. People, this here is cool. People were enjoying the beach there. So we are right now here. So Castle Gear was right here. There. That's where the trail started. So we rode that far. And the Bulldog tunnel is right here. So that would be just nearly about as far again. So we have 2 tunnels coming up, another tunnel, and then the Bulldog tunnel. Cool. Somebody left here a catalog of wine and stuff. Yeah, not quite our thing. Definitely would be perfect to camp here. Yeah. Then here is dusty area, a picnic bench. And an outhouse. And I think that's it. So see you down the trail. So 1 water bottle down. We have 2 more there. Here is no water, so we're gonna continue on. We're again at one of those rock fall Steinschlag thing, and you shouldn't be stopping, but these things are always the best views. Wow, awesome, awesome. Whew. So 10 miles to the Bulldog Tunnel should be doable. That's our plan. See you up the trail. Woohoo! Our first tunnel on this trail. Nice short one. Woohoo! Oh man, it's sandy in here. Woohoo! And a bit of dark. Can't see where I'm riding right now. I'm right ahead. There's a little drop off from the ceiling. Oh, nice and cool. Tomorrow we should just probably sleep in a tunnel. That's awesome. Was this tunnel awesome? Ah, nice. Let's go to the next one, which is gonna be more grand. The Bulldog tunnel, which is a mile long apparently, and has a turn in it. We're gonna install lights for that one. See you down the road. Just saw this cool little house here along the trail. And we have a big fat cloud over us. So the wind was picking up. Do we need to shelter in here? But yeah, this is cute. I don't know if that's a good... Ah, there's an oven. Don't know if you can see that well. Tiny oven. Yeah, crazy little house. There. Definitely crazy. So up there, it looks like a better shelter. Let's go over there and see what that is all about. So that's the Kokendal shelter. It's a nice shelter. Right there's the foundation of some building. Old one. Doesn't have a big writing on it like the other one. Yeah, so the storm is coming through here. Yeah, let's check out one thing. So, oh, there's a fireplace even. Could make a fire here. That's pretty cool. So that was the house, the foundation of it. A lot of junk around here. But what I hear is a creek. So there is a creek. The question is, can we have a good access to clean water there? Because don't want water with the hydraulic hoses from trains and stuff. So here's a building. Bushwhacking here. Checking out the ticks. And the question is, why didn't I bring the water bladder to capture water? Yeah, there's still chunk here. A lead sheet or metal sheet or something. How about I grab the water bladder so I don't have to go 15 times up there. Yeah, we bushwhacked pretty deep in here. There's the water source. Looks okay. Gonna have a lot of moss taste on that water. Over there you see the shelter. And that's pretty much all I can show you here. Yeah, it's storming and windy and lightning over there where I'm going to. And it hasn't cleared off yet. And sometimes just gusts of wind come there and that the trees are really shaking and making crackly noises. So I decided just to sit down and have my dinner here and then decide what's going on. So far it doesn't look like I'm gonna continue on. So right now there's a breeze coming up again. You see the big trees going wee, and it was worse like that before. So I have here my awesome dinner that's warm. Delicious. The only thing is, I don't know why everything I eat hot tastes like tuna. I think I need to stop getting those tuna packets. So yeah, we have some Japanese noodle microwave thing and tuna thrown in, and that's the dinner. So yeah, the day went really nice. I really enjoyed the first ride. The side road over the mountains, kind of hillies. It wasn't too steep, it was manageable, and it just was a beautiful scenery. I really enjoyed that. So if I could find a route that is small mountain roads without extreme inclines and declines. Actually, the decline was there a little bit strong because the rims get warm if there's too much of that. But I really enjoyed that. Then we went back to 3A. Obviously, I didn't enjoy that much. And Castle Gear. The good choice was to stop at the Indian restaurant and eat there. That was an optimal choice because the food quality is so much higher than what I get in the restaurant. What I get in the supermarket. If I would have just gotten my lunch in the supermarket, I would have spent the same amount of money and gotten a worse quality food. And I really enjoyed that meal. It was $20 plus tip. I got to charge my devices a little bit. Also filled up my water bottles there, so it's definitely a good deal. So I'm gonna do that probably a bit more. Specifically lunch would be cool if lunch ends up somewhere in a town. With this rail trail though, it's gonna be totally different. That's a lot of remote things, so castle gear, and it takes a while till I get to the next town. So I need to calculate out that I have resupplies and stuff like that in place. The rail trail is actually not as bad as I read up on. A lot of people were complaining about the SUVs, not SUVs, ATVs, motorcycles ripping up the trail. The condition of the trail is exactly the same as the C&O trail. It's very dusty, obviously. It's a gravel path, so you have rocks. Some places worse, other places a little bit better, but it's pretty much like the C&O. If you accept the C&O, this one is as good. I've been going 6 miles an hour, a little bit more than that, I think, up on this here. One time I did stop and look back, and I actually noticed that, oh wow, yes, I am actually going up a decent incline, because you don't notice it that much because it's just such gradual, but there's definitely an incline that I am going up on. I haven't checked the GPS on what the elevation is that I went up, so didn't keep track of that. I said I wanted to go to the Bulldog tunnel, I think it is. On the other side there was a shelter too. Because of the storm, I am eating lunch here, dinner as mentioned, and it's already 6 o'clock, so it really needs to clean up the clouds and get brighter again for me to continue on, I think. So the chance that I stay here is fairly high, I would say right now, but we'll see, and I keep you up to date. So if I continue on, I probably will be talking to you again. If not, see you tomorrow. As you can tell, we continued on a bit, and we're at the Vista Point. There's a railroad track. Oh, down there's a house too, with a boat. Crazy how high we are. Yeah, this is the Vista. And we're gonna continue there. See you up the trail. Over there we have a view of the rail trail that we're going up on. So we go in here, turn, and then go out around there. And then fairly soon the tunnel needs to come. Up there the weather looks nicer. And I don't know, kind of going there through over the mountain. I don't know where there would be a place to put a tunnel through. So I don't know, we'll find out. I'm powering here myself with a little bit of Haribo mixed stuff to give me a little bit extra sugar boost. A car came by again, some GP like thing. They were talking to me a little bit and zoomed off. So yeah, so I saw several cars. I forgot to ask if they're like have a property along this line throughout, or if they're just pleasure driving. Maybe next time. But there are a lot of houses down off this trail. Sometimes they go all the way down to the water, and that's pretty steep down. Wow. And over there, right now you can see it, goes a street down into the valley too. If you look up there, there's another street. I think that's too big of a grade for us for a rail trail, so I don't think we're gonna go up there. So pretty soon we should see the sun again on the other side of that hill. That would be nice. And I think we are going here into the tunnel. Like a big old blob of dirt in front of us. Turns around here and we'll see. If that's a tunnel, I need to unpack the lights. Ah, definitely looks like it. Wow. Whoa. That's a black hole. Oh, that's the water. Ooh. Let me go ahead and grab some extra water here. In case we need it. I don't have a clue. I don't know if they have hole on the other side. So we have a purple stack and this one. That should be enough. I hope. Close this. Bumpy. Good. I'm gonna wash my face here. Nice. So I was kind of hoping these waterfalls were on the other side of the path. So we need to adjust the beam a bit. Ah, that's good. And I have here another beam that you can point a little bit in various directions here. Wow! That really looks dark. Impressive dark. Woo! Ooh. Very interesting. The other light. Wow. That looks please turn on your lights over there. You can't hear me.
Your phone's GPS signal is lost. Your recording will continue, but your position on the map is unknown.
Those are metal structures. Yeah. This is crazy. Woo! Ha! This is crazy. Here, let me show you. Whoa. There's the entrance. And there's the. Whoa. If we turn off the light. This one too. Totally dark. You can see this exit there. Bing! Those are the metal structures. Whoa. This is incredible. Incredible. So let's turn on this light. Click. And our lights don't go on. Really cool. And bumpy. All of that down here. My stuff here. Another support. There's a mouse. Stay on the path. So we have seen a mouse. Echo! No echo. This is crazy. There's another steel frame thing. Whoa. Sorry guys. I'm riding a big zigzag. Oh, I need to adjust the camera. Here we go. That should point to the forward again. Oh. Ooh, the yellow, the white stuff on the side of the wall. Cool. Ooh. triples. Holy quiet here. Now there's a turn. Can you see light there? Let's see. Need to turn this off. And that one off. Looks like there's some light, huh? If you look over this way, the entrance. All the way down that way. Let's see, there's some light this way. Let's see what that is. Oh yeah, there's the entrance, I think. Oh, it's pretty cool. We were riding into the dark. Let's turn that off. After. Look at this. There's some water. Ah, yeah, not that much on the other side.
GPS signal received.
And we're through. Let's take a quick peek back. There is this monster tunnel. Wow. That was pretty awesome. Very awesome. And it's now bright again. It's like we got like a whole hour here. Oh, it's getting warmer too. Again. So let's see if that's the tunnel shelter. Tunnel shelter, yeah, there's a shelter. Let's see how this place is. So it has a shelter. I don't see an outhouse either here. Oh, there's an outhouse right behind it. Super duper. Awesome. Wow. Made it. We made it. It's beautiful weather again. Woohoo! Probably should call it a day today. Need water? We know exactly where it is. On the other side of the thing. So there's some interesting equipment. Here I don't have a clue what that is, besides the can right next to it. So here we can see where we were. Castle Gear, that's where the trail starts. It's the first shelter, the second shelter where we ate, and this is the tunnel shelter. Paulson. I don't know if that's a shelter too or not. Don't mention where shelters are. But we are gonna go this way. So 8.8K, 39K. That means we did 30K on going up. So this is 72K. So that's like 50K going down there. I have to see what that is. Is that downhill? We don't have hills and stuff like that either. So it's hard to know. But let's read about the tunnel. Named after the record-setting Bulldog tunnel. Tunnel station was used by the Lower Arrow Lake community of Renata, to which it was connected by a 7.5-mile trail. To serve workers on the project, the Brooklyn post office was briefly relocated to a temporary station at the west portal after the demise of the lakeside town, until it was closed officially on April 30th, 1900, shortly after completion of construction in February. The tunnel replaced a temporary track over the mountain via 10 switchbacks at 4% grade, shortening the distance by nearly 5 miles. Thanks, I really appreciate that. And also the 4% grade would have sucked. Its construction proposes difficulty and led to change of contractors, with Olaf Olsen replacing McLean Brothers to complete the 2,991 foot long shaft. So right here we have some pictures of them building the tunnel. A steam engine going through. Yeah, that must have been crazy. There is the station. Wow, cool. So right now that's the tunnel station. This is the tunnel. And oh, those were the switchbacks that they needed to do in order to cross over the... Wow. Awesome. So we have there some old souvenir stuff. Can for shooting. Oh, what other stuff there is? An insulator. Up there is more stuff. There's like a rail nail. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. And we can check out the pit toilet. Why not? If I can make it up the hill. Yeah, some garbage here. Otherwise, it looks like a pit toilet. Yeah, I think we're gonna call this a day. Oh, there's some... Are those blueberries? Definitely not ripe yet. And right at this point, I wouldn't eat them either. Foundation. Let's explore the foundation here. Definitely a deep, big foundation, huh? And the tunnel, the awesome, awesome tunnel. Oops! Now they tell us. I think that covers their butt in case something happens. But yeah, see our bike tracks in the path. This beautiful area. Really pretty, really pretty. There's a trail you could go up. I am gonna skip that one. Too many mountains here. And I smell the mist coming through the tunnel. The wind. Yeah, that's definitely the tunnel wind. You see it of leaves too? It's the breeze coming through the tunnel. Crazy. Some pretty flowers. And the tunnel entrance. Whoa. It's totally dark. So here is a little bit concrete. And then the darkness. Ooh. Click. Look at the ceiling. Oh, there's some pipes up there. Not really sure why. Release some strain of the. Amazing. There's a drill hole. Oh, there's another one. A hook. Another hook. Might have had some telegraph lines through. A couple of anchors up there. Crazy. Wow. So if I turn it off, you see nothing. Oh, there's a...
Your GPS signal is weak. Your recording will continue, but your position on the map may not be accurate.
Some different layer of stone right here too. It's kind of interesting. If you do geology, probably quite neat.
Your phone's GPS signal is lost. Your recording will continue, but your position on the map is unknown.
How about we turn that down, huh? So there's another line. So you kind of see the slant of the rock. All of them are slanted that way, right here. There's some interesting rock. Moisture. So now you see the end of the tunnel. So if you turn it off, there it is. The end of the tunnel. And here we see the other end. So that's all for today, day 40. Can we turn that a little down? And I hope to see you tomorrow again as we go downhill on this trail to, I don't know where. We'll find that out tomorrow. See you then. Bye bye. You know what this means? Shit. Fucking shit. It was a perfect spot to sleep. I had the tent set up, everything. I was about to go to bed. And then I saw the mouse crawling onto my front panniers where the food is in. So I went scared away, put the bike differently to unhook the front panniers so they would be high up on the handlebar and wouldn't get up there as easy. But while I was doing that, I was running to the tent, checking out the tent and stuff. This was one vicious mouse. There was no way I would survive any kind of night undamaged by that mouse. So the only thing is to escape. Had to pack everything up, and now we're on this fucking dark road here. The problem is I don't have anything that's coming up until 40 miles from now. There's another town. So I don't know what this fuck means. Does that really mean I'm gonna ride 40 miles all the night through? Ah, oh, God. Fick. Fuck. Fick. Fuck. Sorry for the language, but Plan B. I don't know what Plan B is, but we're doing Plan B right now. So I have all the water filtered, so we have plenty of water. But I mean, there's no rail tracks, there's no real place to sleep on, and I can't just set up the tent in the middle of the path because cars are actually riding here. So yeah, fuck. Well, see you later. No clue where I am, 1:45. So I decided this here seems to be a good place. I can show you a little bit. So that's the road we came on right here. It continues on, and here's a different road that goes down the hill. So it meets right here. So we are here inside of some kind of a median thing between the roads. So that's pretty good not to be on the road. Just randomly found a spot. Doesn't look like many critters are here, so that's good. So yeah, so hope that's the end of today. enough excitement. Good night. I rode freaking 5 times through this tunnel. You better like, subscribe, and click on the bell. See you next time.